for your most recent Grand Slam, the French Open. I was looking at some of your old interviews also, and you mentioned that French isn't really your, I wouldn't say strong suit because you did pretty well, but it's not
Yeah.
really your
No,
favorite
exactly.
surface.
Yeah.
So what
It yeah,
yeah,
well,
go.
it is a I do prefer hard over clay, a lot actually. But
Okay.
whenever I tell my friends now, oh, I like hard over clay, they're always like, you can't say that now, you can't, because yeah, because of my result. But I think over the past few years since I've been training in Spain,
Hmm.
I've learned to adjust more to the court and adjust my game to the surface. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now of course both Grand Slams were this year, but obviously they were done in very different circumstances. So the French Open was, first of all, it was delayed, and then it was done in the midst of this whole pandemic. So I'm sure you discussed this with your family, with the academy, with all your coaches before joining. But was there any doubt that you were gonna join? Like, was there a chance that you wouldn't join because of all the health risks?
I think there's always a chance, of course, that I won't go to it. But I really, really wanted to go this year. I
Yeah.
thought that I had a big chance to do well. And I had been preparing the whole pandemic for that tournament. And we did all take all the precautions that were
Yeah.
necessary. So um, the only time I was actually really worried was when we were taking the PCR test, because if you
Mm.
test positive, then you're completely out.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I felt pretty safe and felt pretty confident.
So because it was in the midst of the pandemic, obviously fans were not allowed to watch, a lot less people. So I wanted to kind of get to know how it felt, how different it was without the fans. And I think if I remember correctly, you mentioned that it was the one of the first times, if not the first time, that your family, your parents weren't able to go. So
Um, yeah.
it could go both ways, right? I mean, some people might find it easier to focus, but then others might find it, really weird or really new. So how was it for you?
For me, well, it was the one of the first times that my parents hadn't gone with me for a grand slam. I go on a lot of tournaments alone with my coach, and so it's not that big of an experience, it's not that new of an experience for me. I do go a lot of tournaments that aren't well known, and in far places, so there aren't a lot of crowds. So I'm used to that, and I know a lot of players are used to that also. Of course, it's different. It's a different atmosphere when the fans are there. There's extra motivation, but I know that from home they're all supporting me, and I'm getting a lot of love from my family. Then, so it worked out well. It worked out well.
Yeah, I mean, you made all of us here proud. I don't know
Yeah,
if you know that
thank
there's
you.
like a huge billboard and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw. I was so surprised. I was surprised.